Alrighty, it is 6:48 p.m. on the 22nd, and I fixed these. They're now correct. I've exported it as a PDF again, and then I came over here to do my cover, and I don't know if you guys can see it, sort of. Do you see that weird white line here? I don't know what that is, because on here, which is the exact image that I imported, that's not there. I guess it registers when you put the cover as matte for some reason. So I'm going to put this into that thing, designer again, and put black bars here and see if that fixes it, and then we'll import the PDF and the cover again and see what happens. Alright, so we have our white bars here, which I haven't replaced yet, and I know it's blurry and I apologize. But over here, I think I found out what it is. If you hover over this, that's exactly where those white bars are. It's a transparent image. There's no white bars. It's just registering that there is, because that's where this is. So I'm going to try exporting it again to see if that helps. I don't know. And we'll go from there. And then I'll do the black bar thing if I need to, I guess. But I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I've fixed it 3 times now, and again, it's blurry for you, I know. This side is completely fixed, but there's still a part here that goes under the text that I can't do anything about, because on Designer, this is all stuff that I did on Photopea, so I can't put anything under it. I can only put stuff on top of it. So using Designer, I'm going to redesign the whole damn cover and hope that that gets rid of the goddamn white mark that should not be there, because it is a transparent image. So I'm going to do that, and then I will see you guys when I'm done with that. Alrighty, it is now 7:58 p.m. I redesigned the cover. As you can see, everything is nicely lined up here, and as you can see on the PDF, it is not. So that's cool. Unsurprisingly, I'm going to exit out of Designer and let it sit for a few, and then come back and try again. See you guys in a few. Alrighty, it is 8:12 p.m. This is as close as I can get it. This is what it actually looks like. So, I'm done. This is as close as it's getting. I cannot keep doing this. I already spent way too long today trying to fix a damn cover, so I still like the way it looks. I'm still okay with it. I just wish it lined up better, but whatever. So again, we're going to check these. This is that font thing. That's fine. It's still there. The next page now has my name on it like it's supposed to. These could come out more, but as you can see, that would mean fixing them in a way that I don't know, because on this page it's the inside gutter. On this side it's well, they're both technically inside, but I don't think they're set to the same thing, because I think anything on this side is the same and anything on this side is the same, or on this side, sorry. So like this side matches up with this side, I think, when you do the inside outside margins. I think, don't quote me on that. But either way, this is as good as it's going to get without changing the gutter. And I could change the gutter, but then the gutter would change the page count, and then I have to redesign the cover, and I can't. I just can't. And of course, the shitty thing is, on here, you cannot look at this until you have a cover in place. So, you know, you could put in a dummy cover, you could put in like a fake cover, just to see if everything lines up here, but I never think to do that, so hooray. This thing again is fine. This is on the correct page. We go back 1 and the epilogue is there like it's supposed to be. So everything is normal here. Just because I'm paranoid, I'm going to bring up my QR app and make sure that that scans to this address. And then we'll go from there, but otherwise everything should be fine now. So once I make sure that that works, I'm just going to come down here and press approve, and then I'll be back. Alright, so then you're brought to this page down here where it tells you all of the stuff that you've put in and your printing cost, which is what you will pay for your proof and your author's copy, not counting shipping. You have to pay shipping, obviously, as well. And then when it comes to your royalties, they take 60% of the price you have it set and then remove your printing cost, and then what's left is yours. They could do it the other way, where they take your cost, take the printing cost, and then give you 60% of that, but they don't, because then you would make a couple dollars more than you do the other way, so fun fact. But save and continue is your next step, and then you're moved to pricing, and I'm not going to do that today, but I'll show you what it looks like. I did have a note card with calculations on it based upon like how many cents per page I could charge for every single book, so they're all priced on the same scale. But it gets really weird and it gets shifty, and some of the books go way down, and then I make like $1 in royalties, and it's just not whatever. I still need to do some calculations on it. However, that note card has since disappeared since last night, so I think the ghost stole it. So I'll have to redo all of those calculations, and that's why we're not doing anything on here. But as you can see, my printing cost was $3 something, my minimum price is $5 something, and then I'll just show you if I put it at $5.02. Excuse you. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Now enter it. Yeah. So this is the cheapest you can put it at, and because of the 60% thing, you make 0 royalties, because this is based on no royalties at all. So that's just so you know how this works. And then expanded distribution is like libraries and bookstores and stuff like that. You make even less there, so on and so forth. But yeah, there you go. I'm not going to do that today though. So I'm not going to do this yet. I'm not doing that until I have the large font. So I'm going to save as draft, and then let that do its thing. Okay, save successful. So I'm going to go back to my bookshelf, and now I need to go through the original thing here and make it into a large font book. So give me a few to figure out the settings on that again, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, so for me, we are doing the 6x9 because that one has expanded distribution on black ink and cream paper. So that is the one we're doing. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to go into page layout and size, more paper sizes, and when that loads, we're going to come over to the width and do 6, and in height change it to 9. Okay. I think the margins can stay the same. I don't remember. But now I'm going to change this one. And we want it to be bigger here, and I'm going to see how much that makes it blurry. Change it to 5.6 to start with. That's not what I wanted. I mean, that is what I wanted. I changed it to 6 in width, didn't I? So why is that so big? Hold on. Yeah. Whole document. 6, 9. Okay. There you go. I was like, what? I don't understand. But it's still too big, even though this is a 6-page. But you know. Width, let's go with just 5. Where did you go, my friend? We're going to square it and center it and see if, yeah, so as you can see, that's too big. It goes outside of those. So let's change it to 4.8. and again, center it, and that fits in there. So we're going to leave it at that. And it doesn't make it super blurry, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go through and change all these to 4.8 and make sure that all of these stay where they're supposed to. And then I also need to change, I'm gonna tip you up here really fast, this, and make that bigger and fix the way this lays out. But we'll get to that, so tipping you up again. These need to be changed to a different font size. I'm going to open up Cut to the Kills large font document and figure out what that is, and then I'll be back with you. Alright, so this one is 16, which I thought, but I wasn't entirely sure. And then this is also 16. This, however, is 12. Excuse you, sir. You need to come back to this page. Thank you. So, if you do not have chapter headers like this, if your chapter headers are just normal text, you can Control A and change it all to 0.16, and then you can do this part as 12 on your own. However, if your thing is like mine and you have these pictures, you need to do it individually so you don't risk completely screwing everything up, or you need the original document open so you can figure out where the chapters start. So I'll do that in just a second, but I do want to move this up one because that just looked too close to the bottom there. There. Okay, I'm going to save again, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to format this picture, and over here in width, I'm going to change it to 4.8. Okay, and then text wrapping, square, which gets rid of those, and then format it this way, for me anyway. And then we come here, we highlight that whole chapter, and we change that one to 16. So that way if this had bumped onto this page, I would know that this small font is where the next chapter starts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with all 21 remaining chapters, one of which will be the epilogue, and then I'll come back to you. Alright, so same thing here with my picture scene breaks. If you have normal scene breaks that just go in the text, you don't have to do this, but otherwise highlight up to it, because that will shift it, and then I usually highlight the first paragraph afterwards and change that, and then we need to grab him and move him, and I'm going to change the width, well, let's change the height to 0.95 instead of 0.85. What if we change it to just 1 inch? Yeah, okay. So then we're just gonna move it over a little bit, and then align, center, and that centers him here. And you're going to do that for all of them if you also have pictures for your scene breaks. And save often, especially if it's storming out, just in case. Alright, large font format is done. Everything's whatever, it's in a PDF. Went here, did this, 212 pages. It refuses to give me a 212 page download. It will only give me 220, which means that it's the incorrect size, which means that when I put this into Designer, which I did specifically through the Excel sheet that they gave me, it's the incorrect size, which means that it doesn't line up, which means that I don't have a template, which means that I'll be guessing. Here, I will be guessing to make my cover. And once I put it into KDP, if I have to make adjustments, I'll make adjustments. But, hooray. I'm just going to wait for this piece of shit to upload again. It's the incorrect template, by the way. It takes 400 years to download or to upload. It's like Designer knows it's incorrect. So I'm waiting. And then when it finally uploads, I'll put it in here, and then I'm going to save and exit, and then I'm going to come back to this tomorrow, because it's already driven me to sheer insanity today, and I just can't. I wanted to have this done this weekend, I wanted to have the proofs ordered by Monday, but I can't. I can't. I'm done with KDP, I'm done with all of their stupid guidelines, and their terrible cover thing, and everything. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, when I finally work up the gumption to get back into this BS. Alrighty, it is 7:53 p.m. on the 23rd day of September, and I was just going to say that I'm done with the large font cover, but I just realized that I'm not. I didn't put a large font sticker on it, so give me a moment to download that back into my images here on Designer and to save it as a PDF again, and then I'll be back with you. Alright. Now it's done. So I'm going to go over to KDP and again, new paperback. Alright, so this is the same stuff as before. Man of Darkness, nothing here for me. My name, the description of the book, which I'll have to type out again. Yes, I own it. I'm skipping these for now. I'll choose my categories. This is the one that you have to click. It is large print, so make sure you click that. And then, so I'm going to do all of this stuff again, and I'll see you when we get to content. Alright, so same stuff here. I'm doing this one because I don't plan on selling it anywhere else. I don't need a different ISBN. Maybe someday, though. So I'm going to copy this, and then open up my large font document. And can I paste it right below it? Perfect. 9781695. Oh, okay. I just want to get rid of those numbers so I can keep things straight. 240506. Save it. I'm actually going to backspace there just because I'm paranoid. So then I'm going to come up here, save as PDF. And same as before, I'm going to name this one Final. And then standard publishing online and printing, and then publish. And after this is done, I'm going to put this and the cover into KDP so that way we can preview it. And I will say, just like yesterday, I did not have an actual template for the cover. I had one for 220 pages rather than 212, like this book actually is. So we'll see if it's right or if I have to change things. I left Designer open up here specifically because I'm assuming that I'll have to change stuff. So I think this one can have cream paper. Yes, it can. 6x9, no bleed. We're going glossy on this one so I can compare them for both books and decide which one I like better, and then both books will end up being the same cover type. So I'm going to upload the manuscript and the cover, and once they're both ready, I'll be back with you. Alrighty, everything is uploaded, so it's time for the moment of truth to see if I managed to fake the cover template well enough. I'll redesign the cover if I have to, obviously, but it's currently 8:20 p.m. and I want to have as much of it done as I can before 9, so we'll see. It's like it knows that I'm waiting specifically on that. Ah, damn, I almost did it too. We're a little off here. Which one is it? I think, is it the white one that it cuts off? You don't really tell me. But it goes under the thingy here, and that's actually not what it looks like on Designer either. Not that that's surprising, I'm just saying. So this one's okay up here, although I kind of want to scooch it over a little bit, because it's a little close here for comfort. And then this needs to come over, And this needs to come over a little bit. But otherwise, this is lined up okay here. This just goes over a little too far. So we're going to grab this and scooch it just a little bit, I think. And then scooch this just a little bit. Was it also on the bottom or no? No, the bottom's fine. And then everything here looks okay, as far as I can tell. So then, I don't know what to do about that because that's not what it looks like on Designer. As per usual, I'm not surprised, it's just aggravating. So move that over a touch. We're going to move that over a smidge. And then we can move this over a tiny bit, but it also needs to come up. Move over. Thank you. I'm gonna move this up. Okay, so we're going to save that and download it as a PDF again, put it back into the previewer, and see how much more tweaking we have to do on it. Back in a few. Alright, so this is attempt 2, and I still kind of want to move, I think this is okay. This I would like to move over just a little bit more to the left, and this can be moved a little bit more to the right, and I'm going to move it just a smidge up again, and see if we can fix this. And if that doesn't fix it, I'll make it 1 or 2 points smaller. I'll try again. So, on to attempt 3. Alright, so this is attempt 3, and my name lines up here, and for all intents and purposes, everything here is on the page, but I want to try one more time. I want to move this over just a little bit to the right, get it to line up more on this side, and slightly less on the cutoff here. It's technically on the page, it's just too close for comfort. So I'm going to move it over a little bit. I think I might remove like 1 point of the font. And I might move this over too, because where the margins are, it's not centered. So I might move this over to the right a little bit, move this over to the right a little bit, and this is about the middle of the page. Move this over to the right a little bit, and here this is about the center, so I might move this over to the left a little bit. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you for attempt 4. Alrighty, so everything now fits inside of it, which is great. Attempt number 4 was the right one. So now we have to look inside the book. I didn't do that for any of the other cover checks, which was a little stupid, but that's okay. We'll manage. So now it's time to see if everything in here is okay. Because when I changed the page size, I did not change the margins because I wanted to make sure that everything would fit first. Things might need to be moved down a smidge. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Everything fits in there. What are you complaining about on this page? Oh, okay. I don't care. What are you complaining about here? The same thing that the other one complained about. So everything checks out okay. I'm gonna go back to the cover, so that way we can check the stuff. Check the ISBN 978-1695240-506. Everything is okay there. So this is the only one that's even close to the top, and it's still fine. Everything fits in line. That is incredible. Oh my god. Okay. So, we're done, I think. I want to look at this title page again. Everything fits in there. That's a relief. Okay, so I'm going to click approve. Of course, you can go through and flip through every single individual page and check it and make sure it looks okay. But I look at the first few, I look at the last few, and then I look at the proof to decide the last, settings. So now we have our 339, so I'm going to go to save and continue, and 339 is based on the page count. I don't know if when the trim size affects it, but I know that the page count definitely does. It's a certain amount of cents per page, but I can't remember how much it is. But the other book was like 303 or something. So I'm going to go to save and continue. I wish it would focus better than that, but I'm sorry. Maybe someday I'll have a better phone or a little tiny handheld camera, but even if my iPad wasn't full on everything, I still wouldn't be able to handle holding it up like this. So with this one, the minimum price is $5.66. Again, depending on pages and all of that. And it gives you 0 royalties here, I think is what we determined. So I know it seems weird to end this video right here, but the clip that I just cut that was recording there ends with me ordering the proofs, and I just feel like that doesn't work here. It needs to be its own video. It just doesn't fit well with the cover troubleshooting and large font formatting video. So it'll be a shorter video, but I think having it on its own makes it a little bit more concise, as concise as it can be anyway, for the way that this video and these videos were recorded. But as time goes on, I will get better at filming these in a more concise and separate order, but we'll get there eventually. But that is all that I have for this specific video. The next one will be on ordering the proofs and whatnot, and then we'll see what clips I have left from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.